Numbers up, everyone. Towelliee here. It's like, oh my god, Towelliee just made a WoW video, now he's in WildStar. So, little WildStar update. I've been playing a little bit on and off WildStar. I do my daily every day, daily dungeons and stuff like that. The game's changed a bit. I could mention a few changes. I'm not really familiar with all of them yet. But, yeah, I redid my UI. This is basically, it's called Forge UI. It's basically the exact same thing as, like, Elv UI or whatnot if you play WoW, which obviously most of the people on my YouTube do. Some don't, but whatever. So last weekend, D Carter WWW, if you watch him on Twitch, a couple of pieces from like Enigma, Afterlife, and I forgot the other guilds. Sorry if I missed. You could just watch the VOD. Carried me through Genetic Archives all the way through. I did a little bit of tanking, but, you know, since everyone was in, like, Datascape gear, there was no way I would be able to hold aggro. But I got some awesome pieces of gear. Get ready to be jelly for someone who just got carried. I ended up just Omniphage, or Omna. Is the name Omna? Is that how you say it? Let me see. How do you... Where's the achievements? I kind of like saying it correctly. I don't like saying that shit wrong. Genetic Archives. Oh, God. What is this? Can we go by the O's? Oh, these are... What the hell? Zone lore, maybe? No? Ilium? Let's see if we can go into a... Check out a raid. Other housing. I guess dungeons. It would be under dungeons. Maybe? Or not. Whatever. Omna. I'm just going to call it Omna. That's what I know. Dropped 4 pieces of tank gear. And nobody needed a tank gear because we had stalkers and engineers for tanks. And I was like the only warrior who needed tank gear. So I ended up getting the two-handed weapon. Ended up getting the weapon attachment, support system, and implant, plus tier helm and tier feet. Plus a bunch of other upgrades. I believe I got this. Resistant leg guards. I also got bioplated strayed mail. Is that what it says? Yeah, strayed mail. Also from that, what else did I get? I got DPS shoulders just because they were shoulders. Yeah, I think I upgraded every piece of gear. And thanks to D Carter and a few others' advice, I did a little bit of a revamping of my abilities and my amps. Correct buttons. So right now what I'm using, and by all means, if there's any expert Datascape warrior tanks out there, give me any advice. I would love it. Trust me, I'm not going to go, you know, anti-criticize me. You could say whatever you want. I am taking all kinds of advice right now. So obviously you got your Menacing Strike, which is going to change in drop 5. Polarity Field, Jolt, Bolstering Strike, Shield Burst, which work really good together in terms of threat. And that's my issue right now is threat against higher geared players. Defense Grid, Bum Rush, I just put that in there because I was doing Storm Talon, and that's how I get away from Storm Talon. And then Grapple for interrupts. So usually I would just kind of switch out my Bum Rush and put my other taunt in there. Where is it? Taunt, Atomic Surge, is that the taunt? Yeah, taunt. There you go. Atomic Surge. Bam! So I'm going Tier 8 Menacing Strike, which restores 2,489 health, can only occur every 2.5 seconds. And they're changing that too in drop 5, but it's going to give you the exact same HPS anyway. They just made a small change to it. Jolt, which generates 150% more threat. Like, threat is really better now for warriors. That's why they're more viable. They're actually one of the best tanks because they're, like, really great with, like, with mitigation and survivability compared to, like, let's say, like, engineers who are, like, threat machines, but their survivability isn't as good as a warrior's. Whereas, I think stalkers... Jesus Christ, that's loud. Hold on. Let me, lower my phone. How do I lower my phone? There we go. Bam. I love doing this in the middle of a video. You think I'm going to stop this video and restart it just for that? You're crazy. Bolstering Strike, I put Tier 4 Bolstering Strike, which restores an additional 1,372 shield while above 750 kinetic energy. The Tier 8 would do it to everyone, but see, if you combine Bolstering Strike with Shield Burst, did I say Bum Rush before? Tier 8 restores 2143 shield if Shield Burst is used within 3 seconds of Bolstering Strike or Emergency Reserves. So that's pretty cool that it does that, and it generates a shit ton of threat. So this is basically, like, I guess, like a mini threat build. I guess you guys could tell me more. And then we actually have our Grapple and Defense Grid, which is, you know, Defense Grid is such a godsend. It's such a utility for tanks, and that's what, you know, a lot of warriors go to raids for, is like Power Link and Defense Grid. For my amps, I went to the Fortify, Bolstering Strike, and Kinetic Fury spec, basically. Other warrior tanks go to the Power Link, but basically I did the support tree. Got myself Bolstering Strike, got myself Fortify. While shields are active, gain a defense. And as long as I have, like, a high shield, my armor is increased by a certain percentage. Armor is key right now. Apparently, according to what I've been told in chat, you know, the order of, I guess, stats that you want is armor, as much as you can get, then physical resistance, and then HP. So when I did my runes, can I actually see my runes here? I think I can, right? Yeah, I did my runes. I basically went with armor, like, everywhere. And I got the set bonuses from doing a little bit of research and getting some information from other players. 12 out of 12 protect your neck is a must. So basically, once you get 12 of those runes in your gear, you activate this proc. It goes 4, 8, 12. Obviously, the higher you get, the more, I guess, stats. So protect your neck, increases armor by 258 and grants a defense for 5 seconds when you drop below 30% health. Defense increases armor by 1660, can only occur once every 30 seconds. I went into preservation, 8. I was trying to get 12, but I think people said 12 wasn't worth it. Increases max health by 650 and grants a 10% chance to restore 171 health when you land a hit. Occurs once every 5 seconds, so it's like a bunch of constant healing going on. The haste gives you a 5% movement speed, which is good for a lot of fights. After doing genetic archives, you see like how much tanks have to move around. And then shield specialist, 12 and 12. Shield specialist increases max shield by 1740 and reduces your shield reboot time by 1 second. So that's really awesome. And you know, I don't know all the theory crafting yet, but it was kind of funny because before I did genetic archives, my support power was like 2500. Now I'm like almost 2900. My armor was like 14,000 before runing. Now it's like 24,700. So I think I'm pretty good for tanking GA. So I'll hope to record GA this weekend and do a little bit of that over there. But yeah, I've been playing some WildStar. If you guys have any questions for me, go for it. Some cool changes that have happened in WildStar for me personally is the quality, of life for casuals. That was the big issue, right? With WildStar is the quality of life for casual players. You know, you can argue all you want, hardcore, be more hardcore, learn to do this, learn to do that, learn to interrupt, blah, blah, blah. That doesn't really matter. What matters is that now casuals actually have a place. So they made this new area here. Where am I? I am right here. I don't know where that is here, but does this place have a name? Spaceport Alpha. And here's where you pick up your dailies. Like, this is your dungeon daily right here. And after you complete your dungeon daily, you receive glory. You can compare that to, let's say, Valor in World of Warcraft. And now with glory, you can get epic dungeon gear. They're blues, 58. But that's for veteran dungeon gear assault. What is this? Advanced veteran dungeon gear support. So, you know, for a little 61 item level, go up 3 item levels, pay 600. You know, you could deck yourself out, basically getting yourself ready for GA is what you can do. And you can pay for mounts as well. Holy mount, what's this look like? I didn't even see this. How do you... No, preview, man. What the hell? Rally grinder mount. I gotta take a look at that. Costumes. Protostar replica battle helm. This I gotta see. Preview item. Oh my god, no. No, absolutely not. Oh wait, that looks cool. That looks cool. Hold on. Oh, whoa. Hold on. You know what I don't like about WildStar is the goddamn helms, man. Every helm looks so terrible. It just looks awful. See, that would be pretty cool, I guess, if I were to use that with my current helm and then dye the shit out of it. But this is a lot of glory to get this entire set. My god. What's that? What's this? Oh, Lord. Okay. And there's more stuff. Glory rewards, Elden runic modules, which you need to make those extra runes at the end, whatever. But that's what I'm talking about. So you can just do dungeons with your friends. Doesn't matter if it's bronze, silver, gold, you'll get glory. You get glory for your daily dungeon, and then you get glory every dungeon you do. As long as you queue, I think, for, where is it? Dungeons, first available veteran dungeon, I think. I'm not sure. I think if you solo queue, you should still get it. And over here is the raid gear vendor. So because the only boss I've killed was wait, wrong one. That's for a tier. Raid gear vendor, this one. Because I was able to kill Experiment X89, which is the first boss in Genetic Archives, which can easily be pugged. You have access to item level 63 gear. So now there is kind of like a pathway for casuals to do dungeons, get gear, get epics, get into like a Genetic Archives, kill the first boss, grind more Valor or Glory, as they call it in WildStar, and go ahead and get more gear and gear yourself up. And that was the big blockade. You know, dungeons just dropped shitty gear when we were first playing. And in order for you to actually get any epic gear, you had to raid. And half of the craftable gear was better than the gear that you got from dungeons, and sometimes the raids. It was a complete mess. But I'm happy to say that the game has changed a bit, and now casuals actually have a place. The game, in my opinion, just needs more players. My advice, that people hate me for saying it, especially WildStar community people hate me for saying it, but damn, man, you need to go buy to play. You go buy to play. You get, I mean, this game has the makings of an incredible cosmetic shop, just like NCSoft did with ArenaNet and Guild Wars 2. They have, like, just all kinds of vanity gear, mounts, flares, dies, everything. Just, you can just set that up, and that's great. That's a great part about the game. So I'm not playing this as if I'm playing it, you know, religiously, but I am playing it on and off. I'm playing World of Warcraft, ESO, and WildStar are my kind of like 3 MMOs I'm currently playing right now. Skyforge, whenever the betas are back up, I'm probably gonna be doing some more of that. And I hope you guys liked the video. Let me know what you really think about WildStar. I mean, I think the changes do present a better quality of life, and there's a lot more changes that I have not even discussed. You know, you could look at drop 3, 4 to look at all the changes that they've made. There's new dailies areas and all this other jazz. Like I said, the game just needs more players. And if you're looking to actually purchase cred is obviously the it's kind of like the WoW tokens, but and like Plex in Eve. You can basically use in-game currency like Platinum to purchase your monthly game time. So if you, let's say you buy the game, you get 30 days for free, right? You can probably find this game for like $10, $12, $19.99 at your local Walmart. And in those 30 days, if you make, let's see, how much would it cost to buy a month of time? Current buy order, 15 Platinum, man. Oh no, 19. You can make a buy order of 15 Platinum and get it. So between 15 and 20 Platinum, which at max level isn't as hard to make, and if you play your cards right leveling up, you could probably get about 8, 9 Platinum. I'm just saying, man, it's really, really easy to make money in this game and keep buying yourself months. But in my opinion, please, if Carbine is out there listening, NCSoft is out there listening, buy to play. Do it for your game. You know, you'll bring in so many more people if you go buy to play. And I can guarantee you'll bring in more people. I mean, I'm sorry, but I don't want to play a game eventually that is just completely unpopulated. You can make as many drops as you want, but you're still charging people a monthly fee, and those kind of games are kind of slowly phasing out. Like, look at World of Warcraft now. People aren't going to be paying 15 a month. They're going to be just spending 20k gold at the auction house buying WoW tokens to redeem for monthly time. So this has been Towelliee Gaming. Let me know what you guys think. Look at this cute little chewa. People just keep waving at me. And by the way, thank you very much to the WildStar community for, you know, not being assholes like a lot of original people in the community were. There was a lot of hate, you know, on the forums and Reddit toward me, my community, other streamers' communities, because we were intoxicating the game. You know, and you know, it's nice to say, you know what, I want to play a game where I could be with my own kind of people, but you have to expand if you want to survive. Either you adapt or you die. That's what happens in MMOs nowadays. Peace out.